Excellent.
All right, I'm going to call the meeting of the Bantam Lake Authority to order at 6:32 PM on March 15th. Members present, Tim Benjamin, Peter Longo, Michael Cicchetti, Connie Weick, Scott Popbecker, Tommy Weick, ex officio. Cool. All right. Thanks for everybody for joining us tonight. Promise this will be a relatively quick meeting, just a lot of housekeeping items to cover. Can't believe here are the October 4th meeting minutes. Wow. Yes, since our last meetings, we didn't have one in November. And okay. Can I get a motion to approve the October 4th minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have the second?
Tim's connecting. Peter second.
Peter seconded. Thank you, Peter.
Oh, Mike.
Okay. Treasurer's report. Peter, thanks for submitting the treasurer's report, which I had somewhere.
Yeah, there's really, I mean, it's very little, zero activity since the last time we met, so we still have the same amount of 112,114, and we did get the check, as everyone knows, for that old outdated check, so that's all set. And I mentioned in my note, I mean, we get zero interest on this checking account, so I'll maybe when I get back, I'll be back in a week. Maybe we'll open up maybe a money market account or a savings account that we can just move money into and in and out of when we need it.
Yep. No, that makes a lot of sense. Thanks for picking up on that. I mean, seeing that, I mean, our balance is 112,114. It's a bump increase of, the 9433 that Peter was able to track down from us from Litchfield. So that's fantastic. Jam. So installation of handles and installing jam. So I did order handles for the jams, ordered basically stainless steel full handles for a door. I felt like the bigger the handle, the better. And if we can use a hook to grab them or whatever, and make installation removal really easy. So those came in. I'm going to talk to Raz. I stopped there the other day, but with the snow and everything, so we can hopefully get those installed on the boards, and then get a date scheduled as soon as possible for the jam installation. I mean, I look at it, the water level came up a little bit because of the rain, a few inches, but it is low. My thought process is we install a couple of them, not all of them, and see how it plays out for the spring. But I have gotten, I think, 6 calls so far about the water level, concerns that it's low. Just with the ice going early, people are just looking ahead to summer. So I will send out an email to everybody, see if anybody can help. I mean, I know Raz offered his guys, but if we can just take care of it and be done with it, that'd be great. So I'll send something out once I talk to Raz tomorrow. Okay. Any questions on that?
Sounds good to me. As soon as the only thing I will mention is when we get those handles installed, if Raz does them for us, just make sure he puts them towards the end so that you could possibly access them from out without being in the water.
Oh, no, they're going on the ends and on the back. I want to put them on the back side as well.
Yeah, definitely got to be in the back. Yep.
So, yeah, I've already been thinking through this. So, yeah, definitely on the ends and on the back. I mean, when Tom and I
know
took
which
them
side
out,
the back is?
huh?
Will he know which side the back is?
Well, I'll have to work with him. I feel honestly, I plan on doing it with him, or
Perfect.
or maybe grabbing you or somebody if we can do it. I mean, it's going to take us maybe an hour and a half tops to do those. And they're going to go pretty quick. So, to get them installed. But yeah, I mean, when Tom and I took him out in the fall, I went in the water by myself and was able to use a pry bar, and he stood on the on top, and we just humped him out. And then when you showed up, so, but the handles will make a huge difference for sure, to a point where probably won't even have to go in the water. Okay. So more to follow on that, but once the handles are installed, I'd like to get the jams in, get them moved back over there and get them in. Okay, boat update. So I talked to PJ last week. Boat is done. He says he's gonna throw it in the water as soon as there's a warmer day. You know, I'm gonna hound him. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the 50s and Friday, and hopefully get it next week water tested. And my dock is already in, so I told him he could just put it there. Because, you know, ideally, I'd love to be able to use that to get the buoys back out. All the buoys are at my house. Right now, when I took them out in the fall, I just left them by my
Nice.
wall.
I got one for you still, Scott.
Yep. Yeah, I know. You got that one. So we need one anchor for that, which we have over at Morristown Beach. So we're set on anchors. The only expense I think we're going to have is some chain, because Nick's Cove, the reason that buoy was sinking so heavily is the chain was so thick on it. It was really weighting it down. So once I, sort of got that up, it was okay. So we might have some chain to buy and just find some steel for counterweights. I was thinking about asking Bobby Warden or somebody for just some counterweight on that. So yeah, hopefully the boat is all set. I mean, PJ swears it is, and it's good to go. So I just want to get it done, get it in the water, and make sure it's good to go. Any questions on the boat or buoys?
On here.
Okay. I probably will ask Peter, Tim, just help with the buoys, when the time comes. It just goes faster with two people.
Yeah, I'll be around. I'm around next week. I should be around for a bit. So let me know.
Okay. I mean, having
You
those.
think you, Scott, would you rather use just big, thick nylon rope instead of chain?
Well, that's what I used in the, for most of the new ones you and I put in. So I'm like sort of on the fence. I think nylon rope works better with a counterweight just because it's cleaner.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
So
okay,
that's-
whatever you feel.
yeah, I mean, the rope held up fine for the, 5 that we put in this summer. So we do have rope. Okay. And then I did include a copy of the marine permit for the crew guide, just so you see it. Tom sent it to, now that the Bantam Lake Authority is active again, we're going to be getting all the permits. And so one of the things I was curious about is obviously we got Taft Regatta, and I would assume other private schools like Foreman, who's got their crew team on the lake as well, will probably have, I think, a permit at some point, but there's nothing for us to do. I mean, because it's all.
It used to be where the Lake Authority had to approve it and outline safety,
Yeah, so that's why I was kind of curious.
issues and-
So that's what I was kind of curious about, though, is because of the filing, because Deep signed off on it. Does that like relinquish any responsibility for us? Because that's what I was confused by. Because I figured that we would have to approve it, but then it was already approved by Deep.
That's the process. I went through it last year for the ski show, and technically we're supposed to have sign off from BLA.
Okay. But what's
It's interesting
interesting is,
Yeah, last year, there might have been a lull in getting those applications processed. I got word from the Deep on the ski show permit. I think I filed it in June and I heard from them in February. It was months after that they actually got it and asked if we still needed it. So it's good that they're starting to do it again.
You may want to reach out to, I think there's a lady that took Mike Payton's place.
yeah, we have.
I would reach out to her and see,
Okay.
make sure
Yeah,
you're
there's
still involved in this.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
an online submission for it, but yeah.
I'm looking
I have
on, I'm looking on page 4 of the PDF you sent. It's got a box approved, disapproved, and permit number. All that's blank. So this might just be the application going in, or is this coming back out of DEP?
Well, see, what threw me off was issued by Michael D. Lambert, Bureau Chief, Outdoor Recreation.
Right.
And it says for agency use only. So
Yeah,
all I'll
if
do
you-
is, to Tom's point, I'll follow up with them tomorrow. I have her card because we met with them. We met with Deep back in the fall. And so I have their contact information. I'll send them an email tomorrow just to find out, and also just to reintroduce BLA to them because it hasn't been in existence for so long.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at all the space above his name there, it's all blank.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would assume that if we received it, they're looking for our approval, not just an FYI, I would think.
Yeah, but we received this from Deep, correct? Yeah, see, Tom received it from Deep. So,
Yeah, that's how it goes. You submit the application to Deep, and Deep is you put in the contact information for whoever your authority
Okay.
is, and they're supposed to, presumably coordinate that. Deep
Yeah,
does that.
look at the top of page 3, Scott. It says, require approval from the town official in charge of enforcement or the town official's designee. So it looks like they're sending it to Tommy. And then I guess.
oh yeah,
we
no,
have-
right there, where a lake authority, yeah, you're right, has been established by ordinance to enforce boating laws on a water body. Marine event permit applications require the approval of the lake authority and not the town. All right,
But there's
Okay.
no spot for you to sign and approve it. It's weird.
okay. I'll reach out to him tomorrow.
Something like this, we generally notified Bantam Fire and Morris Fire of the activity on the lake that day. So they're aware that perhaps boats may be needed. A lot of times Bantam just went out there and monitored the whole regatta
Yeah,
for safety.
okay. I'll contact Deep tomorrow and I'll send everybody a follow-up email regarding what I find. Okay,
Sounds good.
and
So when they do fishing tournaments, do they do this too, Tom?
Some of the fishing ones, they do get a permit, I believe, from Deep, but it's just so they don't crowd the launch.
I see.
okay,
They limit the number of people.
okay, so and then the process is notifying Bantam Fire for on those
Yeah.
dates as well.
I can get you Litwin's email and
Okay,
Rob's.
all right.
Idea.
All right, I'll find out, what it is and also them to have our contact information will be important going forward for Deep. Okay. Well, we have time, it's April 15th, so, but I'll make sure I reach out tomorrow. Okay. Okay, upcoming meeting schedule. I mean, I was going to just suggest that we schedule monthly meetings between now and say October, and then maybe and then not have any November, December, unless people feel there's a need. Thoughts?
Makes sense.
And then
Follow me.
and then do the first Tuesday of every month. Are Tuesdays good for here?
Yeah, there's always a spot.
Okay. Because we did Tuesdays last time. So if we do the first
let's-
Tuesday of every,
Hey, Scott,
Let's go through the first Tuesday of November, Scott.
okay.
Scott,
Yeah,
is it
Mike?
possible to have the meetings a little bit earlier than 6:30?
That's fine with me. I was just trying to be mindful of people's work schedules. I mean, if people want to do 6 o'clock.
I mean, 6 o'clock would be better from my standpoint.
I mean, Tim, Peter,
I'm fine. That's fine with me.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
okay, yeah, Mike, thanks for bringing it up, because personally I prefer 6. Okay, so our next meeting then would be Tuesday, April 4th at 6 o'clock.
You send me that schedule and I'll get it to the town clerk in each town
Yep, I will get it to you tomorrow.
because they need to have that.
And, okay, I mean, so Tim, your point out, that we'll schedule it through November. Okay,
Perfect.
okay, cool. First Tuesday of every month. Okay. Any other questions on buoy maintenance installation? Because since it's a special meeting, I forgot to add other new business or anything like that. So I have to stay to the agenda. I typed. Okay. Like I said, wow, really short meeting. All right, I will be back in touch with you guys
So
tomorrow. Yeah, Tim?
So, quick question for you. I know it's not on the agenda, but do we talk to Raz about whether we're gonna get any more riprap installed?
I emailed him and I did not hear back regarding that whole thing. I mean, Tom's been in conversation with him regarding that, but when I see him, I'll ask again. But honestly, Tim, I feel like we're not going to get anything out of it.
Yeah, we might wanna start the wheels going, because we want to be able to put all those boards in and let it flow up over the top of the concrete if we need to hold water back.
Yeah.
What about the riprap?
No, that's what you're saying.
Is
the
that, I
riprap.
couldn't hear.
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
in terms of riprap installation.
Did you,
Yeah, right.
did we ever get as-built for that project?
Actually, yeah, I think I got it from Raz just the other day.
Excellent.
Oh, because Mike Doyle was looking for the height of the
Oh.
concrete.
Somebody must be calling on him.
It's like
All those people.
93.7.
The lake is too low.
Okay. Yeah, Tim, I don't know if you heard that. Tom just got the as-built for the jam.
Yeah, I heard.
Jams.
Yep.
Okay,
Nice.
okay,
I'll send them out to you guys.
yeah,
Oh, that'd
you
be
could.
great.
That'd be great. Okay.
What do
Cool.
we
So
do?
I will,
What's the purpose of the as-built? I'm just curious.
Thank you.
no, just to see in terms of how they were built and, I mean, it should
That would
show. in
probably-
terms of-
We'd probably need that as the basis for any permitting required to add additional riprap or modifications or things like that. So that's a good starting point at least.
We should have them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I will contact Deep tomorrow and I'll put the schedule together for the meetings. Starting first Tuesday of every month at 6. And I'll send it to Tom so it can get posted in both towns. And then I'll also follow up with Rast and I'll let everybody know about the installation of the handles for the jams. Okay. Cool. All right. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Very
around.
quick.
If you need help on anything, Scott, I'll be around, like I
Yeah.
said, next week.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Can I make a motion to adjourn this meeting at 6:48?
I'll make that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks for seconding, Peter. All right. See you guys.